is up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jenny and thank you so much for clicking on this video. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to balance being a mom, a student, and everyday life. Life already on its own is hard, trust me. And being a student on top of that and being a mom, that's completely like, it's another level, right? So I've compiled a few things that I feel like will help you because I've been studying. I actually did a course not so long ago, and yes, it was a lot. It was definitely a lot. I was feeling it every single day. I was rushing and I was just like stressed because it was so much, you know. Already I've got a lot on my plate in terms of work, then I have to be a mom, and then I have these due dates that I have to submit to, and I was like, it was not going well. But anyway, I've compiled this list to help all of you so that you can have that balance, you know. I'm hoping that when you do use these tips that they're going to help you and at least make you feel a bit better, because you don't want to be like me. If you're stressed, the stress is it's literally going to show on everything else. Anyway, let's get into the video. Right, so the first thing that you need to do is to learn to prioritize your time, right? I think a lot of us, we just want to do things like tick them off. We don't really prioritize. We don't say, okay, this is due then, this is due whenever. And in you prioritizing, you need to know what is important and what needs to go out first, right? I like to number my things in terms of 1, 2, and 3. That helps me to know, okay, this one, like now, let's do it right now. 2, I can wait a bit, but it's also due, you know. And then 3, I have a bit more flexibility in terms of when I can do it. So I do recommend prioritizing your time, especially if you're trying to balance this day, because all these 3 things in your life are very important. Your family is very important, like your child, your partner, and all that, you know, jazz is very important, as much as it is important to be studying and to be working. So you need to find a balance that works and that is most effective for you. Another thing when you prioritize your time is to actually set goals, because once you know your goals and you know what you're actually aiming towards, it makes it much easier. For example, if your goal is to graduate, then you know that you need to make sure that you do the things. You know, you need to make sure that you're submitting, you're not missing any assignments, you need to, if you know your goal, it's easier to know what you need to do to get there. Number 2, set a schedule that works for you. I think the biggest problem that we have, especially as moms, is that we want to be super moms. Everyone on the internet is talking about, oh, I could do that, I could do that, I could do that, you know. I'm an admitted attorney, I am that, I'm a what, I'm a sports what, and you're just like, how is this person doing it, right? Set a schedule that works for you and not on like societal standards or societal standards or what people think is the best way to be a mother or a student or an employee, right? So you need to know what works for you and what doesn't work for you. For example, maybe working in the evenings works for you because your child is sleeping, or it works for you because the whole family is now sleeping and you get your own time, you know. But maybe to someone else, they enjoy working in the morning or even working during the day. It doesn't matter. What you need to do is know what works for you and set that schedule based on that. If working 10 minutes a day is what works for you, that's what you need to do. Not say, hi, I'll work an hour every day, knowing very well you're not going to reach that. Knowing very well it's not going to work, you know. So set a schedule that works for you, and that way it will be very effective and it will give you the balance that you need. And also, when you are setting that schedule, be realistic, right? You can't be saying, yeah, let's say now your goal is to study or to pass to submit an assignment, and then you want to take your child to volleyball, and on the same day, I don't know, you want to do some other weird thing. Be realistic. It won't happen. It can't happen with your schedule. So say, okay, I can't do this. What can I take out from the schedule? Can I take out the volleyball? Or okay, no, I can't take out the volleyball and I can't take out the assignment. Then this is how I'm gonna do it. You know, find a way that is realistic and that actually works for your time. Use a planner or use tools that can actually assist you. So I like to do my things digitally, right? I like to have reminders. I like to use my notes app. I like to use the calendar app. I'm that person, right? What I do, I put in all my submission dates on my reminders, even on my work thing. I put them there so that I remember, because I know that life gets a lot sometimes and you forget. I'm that person who will be like, oh, my assignment is due tomorrow, only to find out it's due today. So I like to do those things, and it really works for me because it reminds me in time. I don't have to rely on myself to be like, oh, remember that. But some people like to use task planners or actually having an actual to-do list and things like that. If that works for you, that's okay. But find tools that will help you do what you need to do. Find tools that will help you, make the studying, make the whatever better. And this is not only for studying. It could be something simple like giving your child a bottle. Maybe you forget such things, I don't know, but use that so that you remember, okay, I need to do that, I need to do that. If it's responding to emails at work, okay, how do I need to respond to 1, 2, 3 and 4. I write all of those things down, because if I don't write them, I know I'm not going to remember. I'll forget. I'll remember at 10 in the evening, like, oh God, I promise I'm going to send this by close of business, and I didn't, right? So use whatever tools that you can so that it works for you. The other thing is to delegate and ask for help. A lot of us, especially mothers, do not want to ask for help. We want to be super parents who are doing everything on our own. Let me tell you something, it doesn't pay to do everything on your own. I had to learn the hard way to sometimes delegate. I'm that person who's like, no, I'm going to do it myself. But I learned that me wanting to be an octopus is not helping anyone. It's not helping anyone, not even my daughter, right? So I've learned to delegate and ask for help. And asking for help is not just asking like your partner and your mom and that, because that's good. Yes, definitely ask them for help and say, you know what, please take the child for like an hour. Please take her out for an hour. I just need to do this real quick. Please play with her. Let me do whatever, Yes, that works. But also communicating at work, communicate to your team members. You know what, this is what I'm doing. I'm studying at the moment and I'm a mom. You guys know. And a lot is on my plate at the moment because I need to submit these things, I need to whatever, right? And doing that will actually help them know and manage their expectations of you. They know that you're submitting, they know you've got this and that and that. It can even like lessen the pressure to be like, oh, I know you're busy with schoolwork, you don't have to submit it tomorrow, you can submit it by then. That way everybody knows, and it just makes things much easier, and it lessens, trust me, it lessens the pressure. So ask for help. Do not be sitting there and trying to be an octopus. If I catch you trying to be an octopus, I'm telling you. And the last tip that I can give you is to practice self-care. Parents, you guys think once you have a daughter, once you have a son, it's all about them. No, life still continues. You need to take care of yourself. And if you want to have that balance in your life, the first step is to actually take care of yourself, because then the balance will come out naturally. So do what you need to do. If it means going to have an ice cream date once in a week, do that. I go and buy myself cake, and I say I'm too stressed for this life. I need some cake, and it's okay. It's totally okay. Take care of yourself mentally, physically, in all whatever ways that you can take care of yourself. Do that, right? And know your limits. Know that, okay, I've studied enough. I can't do anymore. I feel like I can't continue. I need to stop. 1 hour is all I can give in a week, and that's okay. I know someone who did a degree for maybe 5 or 6 years, something that was supposed to be 3 years, and this is because this person is a father. He's like, my children come first, and that was his priority. I'm not saying go do it in 6 years. Actually, I don't recommend that you do it in 6 years, but I'm trying to say, manage yourself and say, I can't do this is too much for me. If you need to take a break, I'm taking a break, or whatever that you need to do to make sure that you're okay, because once you're okay, trust me, it will show in all the other spheres of your life. Anyway, those are my tips that have helped me, especially in the last course that I was doing. As you guys know, I'm someone who believes in development and trying to better myself, and I had gotten myself into a course not knowing that it was going to be the hardest course ever in my life. Not because of the content, but because there was just so much going on in my life. I was a new mom, had a newborn. Work was asking a lot of me at that time, and then I'm just trying to be a person. I'm trying to get myself back from pregnancy, get myself back from all of that, and it was just a lot of work. So I don't want you to go through the same thing. I don't want you to be stressing. I don't want you to be pressured. I want you to study in the best and effective way possible. So please follow these tips, and trust me, it will definitely lessen the work. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate that you've come this far. Please make sure to like the video, subscribe, share it with your other students and mom friends. And actually, even if they're not a mom, this is actually things that will help you in just balancing whatever in general. So please share with them. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video once again. Mwah.